All right, so the election it has been called in Canada, or at least the date. The writs have been dropped, which means that the campaign is underway. Parliament's being dissolved. Justin the Tacky and Mackdaddy Trudeau is at Government House talking to the Governor General, asking her to dissolve Parliament. It's not really asking; it's just telling, but officially it's asking because this whole British crap tradition thing. But no, I'm not really. I'm not particularly interested or excited about this election. I am gonna vote. I'm going to vote against Justice Tacky and Matt Daddy True. I'm not going to vote for the son of Satan. There's nothing that he could do. Son of Satan could never ever get my vote in a million years. That would be an abomination before God. I will never do it. Never vote for the son of Satan. A Mac Daddy, I'll never vote for a Mac Daddy. I'll never vote for a quasi-Zionist. I'll never vote for a goof lover. I'll never vote for a woman brother. I will not vote for Justin Trudeau. I will not vote for the Mac Daddy. No way, no how. You can kill me. You can take me to jail. It's not going to happen. But I don't care about any of these candidates. I don't care about Andrew Scheer. I don't care about Jagmeet Singh. I don't care about Elizabeth May. And I certainly don't care about Maxime Bernier. I think they're all no good. This election, first of all, I think that, first of all, this is a lot for Justin Tack and Mackdaddy Trudeau, okay? Let's just be honest. He's probably going to get reelected again. Maybe not with a majority, maybe with a minority or a smaller majority, but he's going to be reelected. But that doesn't matter because it's not what you all say. You Canucks, you all don't matter. It's what God says. God has already judged who sits on the throne. God, not y'all Canucks over here in BC and in Toronto and in Montreal. Y'all don't mean a damn thing. The whole GTA doesn't mean a damn thing. It's what God says. And God has condemned Justin Trudeau to be a man who is the son of Satan. Not y'all. You all probably will vote for him again. Y'all's vote doesn't matter. My vote doesn't even matter. Not even the great Arana Nation's vote matters. But God's vote is what matters. And God says Justin the Tackhead Mackdaddy Trudeau is the son of Satan, and anyone voting for him is complicit with Satan. But let's just get back to earthly concerns. I've got people here, some people saying that a lot of people don't like the Mackdaddy, though I still think he's going to win for reasons I'll tell you later. But some will say they like Scheer, some say they like Bernier, and I'm just saying that all of these candidates this year are no good. I mean, Andrew Scheer is lukewarm. He's just going to be another typical conservative politician in Canada. Someone who has no backbone. Somebody who will probably lower a few taxes here or there, but will not do anything substantial. Sort of lazy. I mean, lazy on big issues like immigration and globalism and our bad trade deals. And in fact, with globalism and bad trade deals, the conservatives are complicit with the globalists. But all those other different things. He won't talk about social issues. I'm not a big social conservative to begin with. I actually don't care about those things, but there are certain things with how we do things which I think don't make sense, which need to be changed. For example, I don't care if you want to have an abortion or not, so long as you're not doing it within a time period where the fetus can feel pain, which is a scientific fact they can do after 20 weeks. If you want to have an abortion, that's fine. But if you've not been raped and there's no incest and all that other stuff, I don't think that I should have to pay for that. That's your responsibility. You say it's your choice. Choices come with responsibilities. If I choose to break this window over here, I have to pay for it. It's my choice. I can do it. It's my house, but I have to pay for it because otherwise someone's going to come in here and steal all my stuff. So that's the thing, and Scheer won't talk about it. None of the conservatives talk about it. It's the same thing with Doug Ford. I love Doug Ford, but the conservatives have taken on this annoying position of being socially liberal and fiscally conservative. If anything, it should be the other way around. It should be completely the other way around. I would love that, socially conservative and fiscally, maybe not socialist or left wing, but nationalist and populist, which is not blue Tory, not by any stretch of any means. Nationalism is nationalism. Toryism is just plain out Ayn Rand style Koch brothers capitalism, which is also connected to globalism as well. Look at what's happened here in Ontario, where Doug Ford has allowed the teaching of there's more than two genders in the schoolyard, but then he's cutting this, cutting that, cutting OSAP, and people finding it harder to go to school, and the teachers and all this stuff. I mean, there are other ways to save money. I've tried speaking to him. He's too afraid to talk to Arana Nation, to listen to Arana Nation. I love him, though. I know it's in his heart. His brother, I know, would agree with me. I can tell you that right now, but we'll not talk about that. I love Doug. I love that he's the premier, not Kathleen Jezebel Wynne or Andrea Horvath, but that's just Canadian conservatives for you. Weak, backbone, jellyfish. And then you have PPC here, which is the biggest fraud I've ever seen. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys have been conned by it. I'm not going to be, my intellect is through the stratosphere, okay? You're not going to fool me with a little talk about Muslims and a little talk about immigration. You're not going to fool me with that. I'm going to listen to all of what you have to say. And if you're telling me that you want to bring more globalism into our dairy industry and globalize the dairy industry, one of the last remaining industries in Canada that's still controlled by Canadians, you're not going to get my vote. No way or no how. That's the end. That would be the complete end of the Canadian economy. It would be surrendered to globalism. I hear people here talking about Canadian dairy cartel. Let me tell you something. I'd prefer the dairy cartel from Canada than the globalist Yankee dairy cartel. I prefer the Canadian cartel. Anyway, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm not saying supply management is perfect. It needs some changes. It needs some tweaking, but you're not going to get my vote when you're advocating getting rid of the last industry that's owned by Canadians. You're not getting my vote. You're a fraud. You're a phony. You're no nationalist. You're just as big a globalist economically as all the other ones. Frankly, you can go to hell. And then, of course, you've got NDP, which the NDP is not like the NDP of Tommy Douglas's years. I'm not saying they were any better. They're socialists. But the thing is with the current NDP run by Jagmeet Singh is they've annoyed the working class. They've annoyed the unions with their talk about fossil fuels. And I'm not saying fossil fuels are godsend, but, for you to just say we're going to ban it cold turkey with no real plan on how you're going to keep jobs and how you're going to keep wealth, that isn't going to wash with me. So you're naive, you're talking fantasy. It's just similar to PPC, but a little bit more naive. And the Greens, I don't even consider Greens. So this election, all in all, is a complete joke. All the candidates are a joke. I have endorsed the conservative minority. My hope is for the Conservatives to get a minority and maybe the PPC to win 1 or 2 seats, and praise God if the NCA were to win one seat. I don't think that's going to happen. If they even win 1 seat, that's probably not going to happen. It's more likely that the PPC will win 1 seat or maybe even 2 seats, but they're not going to win anything more than that. I mean, even them winning 1 seat is a bit of a stretch, but maybe Maxime will keep his seat. But if they are to, the Conservatives will get a minority and the PPC will prop them up with 1 or 2 seats. That's what I'm hoping for. But I think that Justin Tacky and Mackdaddy Trudeau is probably going to get reelected. But it doesn't matter, as I said. Because as I said, it's not y'all vote that counts. Y'all don't mean a damn thing. It's God. God has already said that Justin Tacky and Mackdaddy Trudeau is hellbound. He's the son of Satan. He's already said it. So y'all can vote for him 10 times if you want. You can give him 10 majorities if you want. At the end of the day, God is the only vote that counts. Now, I'll be voting. I'm not interested in who I'm voting. I'm going to probably vote for the conservative candidate in the Durham electoral district of where I reside. I don't care about any of the candidates, but I know one thing. I'll do everything I can to get Justin the Tacky at Mackdaddy Trudeau, this criminal, out of office. I don't know if I'll succeed or not. Doesn't matter, because God's on my side. And this is the Arana Nation.